And then they said, all these balloons, you put it across in another room. So it would have looked something like this. Now they said, I have 5 minutes for you. Go and find your happiness balloons. They all went inside, frantically searching for their name, colliding with each other, pushing around others, and there were utter chaos. At the end of 5 minutes, nobody could find theirs. Then he told, now do one more thing. You go inside, find whichever whose happiness is there, you go give it happily to the person whose name is written. Within 10 minutes, everybody went across. Eventually, you received your own happiness balloons, and the respective person who has they given, they started sharing the joy with others. The moral is that we often are lost searching frantically for our own happiness all around, not knowing or being blinded to happiness surrounded by others who need. So our happiness would eventually be received when we share happiness with others who had lost and were searching, just like the father stated in the parable. What did father said in the parable? Luke 15:32, but we had to celebrate and be glad. Why? Because the brother of yours who was lost is now found. There is another verse from Romans. Be happy with those who are happy. Point number 4. Remember that our Heavenly Father cares for the lost.
Amen.
He doesn't want anybody to be lost. But does He treat every lost one in the same way? No. Because the answer lies in the parable itself. God forgives the lost one, that is the younger one, but also graces the lost, like that of the elder one. I recollect an incident in my life when I was around 7 years old and my sister was 5 years old. So in India we used to commute during vacation time from one corner of India to other corner, which is our native in Kerala. So in earlier days, by train, it used to take 2 to 3 days journey. So we used to take a halt somewhere. So you may know the city Mumbai, and which is earlier it was called Bombay. So when we commute from there, it's a long journey, it's a longer train. But in Mumbai, we have to shift to another train. So that train is local train. And local train is similar to, concept is metro kind of thing, like every 2 minutes you will get another train or something. But it's open door in India because of climatic, whatever reason, and that those days it was all open doors. I'll show you how it looks like. Like this. The doors are open, this one. So we had to shift. We reached around 4 o'clock in the morning. So it was scarcely populated. The stations were not fully packed. So we didn't know. We thought it's a longer train we got into. So my father had luggage. He got into the train first. And then but my father also not used to that whether this train goes to, so he was checking and then got into it. Then my mother got into with luggage, and then I was there. I had something half asleep, also got into. And then my sister, she got distracted, something looked here, and by the time she wanted to get into, the train started. Suddenly it's gathered momentum, and we were saying, oh, Gita has left out. And she started crying, oh, don't leave me, and started rushing towards the train. And my father from inside, she's telling, go, step back, because if he hits the train, it could crash. And My mother started sobbing. I was in a shock. Luckily there was a person during that time. He ran and get hold of my sister because she didn't know what to do. She told she's lost and my father is telling go back. What would have gone through her? And eventually my father was inside. She said, he comforted us. He said, don't worry. I think this train, because it starts it stops in a station for 2 minutes. We didn't realize that. So it will go, so there has to be a station somewhere nearby. We'll get down there and we'll go back. To catch another train. And we did the same. We changed the platform, went back, and again we tried going back to the platform. When we were getting down the stairs, we saw my sister was standing with 4 other adults. They were chatting, she was explaining what happened and all. And the relief it gave to us was unbelievable. We could not mention that. The point is that my sister would have thought that she is lost. My father didn't say, oh okay, he's lost, I have one more son, that's okay. He went back with the whole family, with the whole luggage. He went there till he gets it. If an earthly father can do the same, can you imagine how much your heavenly Father will do for us? And the biggest proof, it's in Matthew 18 verse 11. For the Son of Man is come to save which was lost. There is a word I said in Greek in which the Luke was written. It's apollolos, for lost in this whole parable. The same word apollolos is written in Matthew chapter 18:11 from Greek. The same word God gives us. So I will just want to reiterate, for the Son of Man, which is to come to save that which was lost. Which was lost. So my friends, stay strong in our belief. There is somebody, there is God above us who cares for all the lost. At times, we may feel lost. We may feel we are coming every day to church. We may feel we are doing all our tithes properly. We think we are not doing any criminal activities. But still, we feel that why I am getting this one? Why I am not getting the right favor? Why it is unfair? But there is an heavenly Father who cares for you all. So with that, I hope God speaks to us through this message. God bless you all. Amen.